Welcome back. You are watching the Bold Day of TV, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we are making 240 minutes of impact with missions and needs statements, and we are now here with Leslie Castellano from Ink People. Hello.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming out. So, Ink People is a biggie. You umbrella so many other nonprofits and do so many things. Let's start with your mission.
Great. The Ink People since 1979 has been dedicated to weaving art and culture into the fibers of the community. And a big part of that is that we do that from a very person-centered grassroots foundation. Uh, yeah, really striving to understand what makes people feel alive, where people's creativity at, and how that meets community needs.
Arts focused, or is it any kind of like startup with a nonprofit they can approach?
Arts and culture, which is a pretty big lens. There's a lot of ways in which people express their personal identity, their social identity, their creative vision for self or community, like everything that's within that space. We speak to, we support, which everyone has something creative, some space that's creative, it's carrying culture or art in them. So we serve a lot of people's needs.
You had your Dream Makers program, and then you have other nonprofits to umbrella. How many organizations do you?
So we support through our Dreammaker program, which is our fiscal sponsorship program, around 114 unique art and culture projects.
Wow.
And all of those, have individual leadership, different kind of goals that are designed to meet what folks really see is their contribution to community well-being through arts and culture. It can vary very widely. Not all of those projects are active all the time. Some are very active throughout the year, and some may put on one festival a year, or even publish a book every other year. Things like that. So, the way the Dreammaker program is designed is to support what that group or individual needs to express their idea or their vision.
So yeah, I noticed there's such a diversity in like operating budget and impact. I like what's the favorite thing about your job with these people? What just sparks joy?
There are many, on the day-to-day level, I love that we have a youth program in-house, the Media Arts Resource Zone. And so we support youth 12 to 22. They come in and get to our after-school program or our summer program. And it's just great to see the youth come in every day and see them learning new skills. And then, I think from the perspective of the Dreammaker program, it's the opportunity to kind of understand what makes people sing, what makes people's eyes light up, and to really learn like those creative strategies that people are using to engage with taking care of the place in which they live.
So what's a big challenge?
Arts and culture is often the first sort of sector on the chopping block, so to speak, when there are hard times in government or in funding, and for sure we're looking at through our networks in the community, just that there are some hard times for folks. And so arts and culture funding is often like just very unpredictable.
It is a wild ride.
It is a wild ride.
And that's why I'm so glad that you are collaborating with us doing the Bold Day of TV and the Bold Day of Giving. So later on this month, on May 29th, there's going to be some information to the community about how to participate in the Bold Day of Giving. Being a beneficiary of that, I'd hope else. I mean, gosh, 114 organizations, to help umbrella. That's a lot. And do you do any kind of annual event or a program that is a fundraiser? But
We last year we put on our inaugural masquerade, which we're hoping to be an annual event. We also there's many ways to get engaged. We're always looking for folks who want to participate. Uh, the other way that people could get involved is through our gallery. Have the Brenda Texford Gallery. They're right there in the heart of Old Town, and it's co-located with the Eureka Cultural Arts District site, of which we are one of the supporting partners, along with the City of Eureka, the Wiyot Tribe, and Eureka Main Street. And so that's just a great place to find us any week out of the year. Uh, it's a really beautiful space. Like, the art there is amazing. There are a lot of resources for the creative community there at the Eureka Cultural Arts District headquarters.
And of course, it's very vibrant on Arts Alive night.
Arts Alive, for sure, will be out on Arts Alive. And often the Dreammaker projects we support are also doing endeavors on Arts Alive. So typically there's at least a few Ink People adjacent or Ink People supported projects right there, in the community happening, whether it's a drug parade or a cultural festival. Often in some ways we're providing that core administrative support so that the folks who are doing the activities and engaging the community can really do what they do best.
Yeah.
We definitely welcome volunteers. There's a lot of different ways to plug in, either supporting the gallery or the youth program. And often the Dreammaker projects are also looking for volunteers for their events too.
And volunteering information can be found at which website again?
inkpeople.org.
Excellent. So for your annual events, do you have any goals, like for increasing dollars or facing volunteerism? Do you have a dollar goal?
We're trying to raise about $30,000 this year. And there's a lot of opportunity right now for folks to come together in our region to form supportive networks, celebrate one another. So, a way that people can find that connection and learn to care more deeply for one another, which I think nourishes everyone in our community.
Yeah, arts and culture build empathy and understanding between cultures, letting people express themselves authentically, and that's a huge part of arts and culture. Being able to say, who you are in your own voice authentically and express yourself freely. For those of you watching at home, thank you for tuning in to us. We really appreciate your time to learn more about Humboldt County's nonprofits and how you can go big, go bold, go humble. We are going to be doing this all month. So please tune in again if you listen to a portion of the program. And we'll be back right after these short messages.